The lean canvas is a very streamlined way as a startup to build your business. It's kind of like your business plan on one page. And what this does is it helps you to see your business as it evolves. And they always say that the lean canvas is a living document, which means that you're supposed to be updating it at least every week or every month. As you discover new things about your business, as you discover new things, as you build your business. So, as you all know, I'm Mayokita. I'm the CEO of Mountain Hub, and today we'll be talking about the Lean Canvas. Build your startup on one page. Um, the first question that we have to ask ourselves is why use the Lean Canvas? Why do we always tell startups to use the Lean Canvas, right? Why when you start an incubation program or you start a germination program, we keep talking about the lean cover. The first thing is that um, you should know that startups fail every day, more from confusion than from lack of ideas. So the ordinary and the average founder has so many ideas of what they want to do. Sometimes people have hundreds of ideas of the things that they want to implement, but it's not lack of ideas that makes startup to fail. Is confusion, because you cannot focus on the most important thing about your business. And if you cannot focus about the most important thing about your business, then that's a problem, right? So the lean canva helps you to focus on the really key things about your business, which is the customer, the problem, and the solution. Really early on when you're trying to build your business, because if you don't figure out the problem that you want to solve, if it is big enough, if it exists, if it is painful enough, if it is something that people want it to be solved really quick, you don't figure out the people that want that problem solved, and you don't figure out the solution really early in your business, then that startup is going to fail. And the lean canvas helps you to focus on that, right? Next thing is that it clearly help you to lay out your key startup assumption on one page, because the lean canvas is technically an assumption that you're proving every day and you're improving every day to make it better, to make your business better. So the lean canvas helps you to state all of those assumptions um, on one page so that you can kind of like figure them out. And for some of you that have read um, articles from Steve Blank, which we usually call him father of startup, in a lot of startup books. He says that no business plan survives the first contact with the customer. So it means that when you sit at home and you make all the beautiful plans, um, if you do, once you take that plan, once you take that business plan to meet the customer, no business plan will survive, because things are going to change when you meet the customer. Customers are going to give feedback, and your business entirely has to change. So why use the lean canvas? It is simple to create and understand, focus on key business elements, and it facilitates iterative refinement. So you can update it every week as you learn new things about your business. Okay, what are the lean canvas blocks? When you hear about the lean canvas, and there are lots of canvas that exist out there, um, we're talking about the lean canvas, which is a streamlined version of the business model canvas. Some of you have seen the business model canvas, and today we're talking about the lean canvas. It's the same thing. It's just a streamlined, more structured version of the lean canvas. And every startup is supposed to have this document, and this document has to be updated every week or every month. And it's okay if for a week you're updating just one thing, maybe customer segment, and say that we've discovered a new customer segment, or we have discovered a new revenue model, or we have tested this particular revenue model, it's not working, so we are removing it, or this is a new cost that has joined our cost structure and we want to add it, or we finally figure out our unfair advantage. Every week, you are supposed to be able to update your lean canvas. And the first big thing, the first block of the link canvas is the problem. The second is the customer segment. The third is the unique value proposition. The fourth is the solution. The fifth is channels, path to customer. The sixth is revenue stream. The seven is cost structure. Eight, key metrics. Nine, unfair advantage. And they always tell you that fill your link canvas from the middle and go to the left, or fill your link canvas from the middle and go to the right. However you want to fill your link canvas, it is important to fill the left first. For example, you need to know the problem. You need to know the people that are facing that problem. You need to know your solution, and you need to know how you make money. In effect, those four blocks are your business. Everything else is additional that you have to figure it out. But the core of your business is problem, solution, customer segment or target customers, and revenue stream. Everything else is how your unique value proposition, your fair advantage. You make sure that you cannot copy your key activities that you carry every day, the channels that you take to reach your customer, what is your cost structure and everything. The key metrics is how you track your numbers. Um, those are additional things of your business, but the core of your business is problem, solution, revenue model, revenue stream, customer segment. So, however you decide to fill it, when you fill these four blocks first, it helps you to fill everything else, right? And you can fill it in. I always tell entrepreneurs, you can fill it in any order, or you can follow the order that I'm giving here: problem, customer segment, unique value proposition, solution, channels, and all of that. But these are the blocks of a lean canvas. Key question for the lean canvas. Key questions that we ask ourselves. The problem. What are the three key problems you're solving? Customer segment. Who are your early adopters? Unique value proposition. Why will users choose you over somebody else? Solution. What is your MVP? What is your minimum viable product? Channels. How will you reach your users? Revenue stream. How will you earn revenue? How will you make money? Cost structure. What are your key expenses? Key metrics. How do you measure your progress? The last thing is unfair advantage. What can be easily copied from your solution? If today you have a solution, what is your unfair advantage? What is the thing that cannot make your solution be replicated by a competitor? Key metrics is how do you measure success? Is it by number of users? Is it by number of successful payments? How do you measure success? I'm going to stop here and take some questions before we go into activities. Questions?
Good evening, sir. Thank you
Good
for
evening.
the first session that you did. I have a question. The lead Canva block that you are building, is it in the beginning of the project, or is it when the project is launched? Because when you are looking at key metrics, when you are evaluating maybe a success of the, I don't know, the prototype or the solution. If in the
Mhm.
beginning, all these things is not yet, defined. You don't have maybe a customer and users. You are in the
Mhm.
prototype first. Should you build a learn canvas for your solution or for your startup?
Yes, I think that the lean Canva, once you start your startup, you're supposed to have your lean Canva. I'll show you an example here. All right.
Mhm.
Imagine that this is a startup. Okay. And the
Yes.
startup has this dashboard. All right. This is the lean Canva. In the beginning, probably it's empty, or you just have the assumption, it's your ideas. You know the problem that people are facing. Maybe you found that problem from behind your computer in your room. You know the solution that you want to provide. you know the unique value proposition, the fair advantage, and all of that. And you
Mm-hmm.
figure out this week. Next week, you go to the field and you start testing those assumptions and you realize that, oh, this is not the real problem that these people are facing. We realize that we are supposed to solve the problem. Problem one, right? Problem one, two, let me see, problem one, problem two, problem three. You come and update your lean canvas for that week. And the goal is to always give your lean canvas uh, week one, date of today, 3rd of May, 2025. Okay? Today you fill your lean
Yes.
canvas. You have the problem, solution, key metric. Today could be the day you thought about the project. And these are all assumptions of things that you want to solve. And you come next week and based on all what you've discovered, you come to update your lean canvas. You should be able to update that lean canvas and pull week two, right? And say today is 10th of May 2026 and we fix it. So the lean canvas is a living document. It grows with your business, right? At
Mm-hmm.
every stage, it grows with your business and you're supposed to be updating it, right? Some people like to take a screen capture and keep what they have today before they're updating it so that it shows them how they have grown, right? There are startups that you go today, they'll show you their lean canvas for the past 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and that they've been filling it every month for 5 years. And you see how they have grown. You see decisions that they made, how those decisions were changed, how things move, and all of that. And it helps them to build a rapport of how far they've come, right?
Yes, yes.
So the lean canvas is a living document. It's supposed to grow with your business.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. I don't know if Terence you have more question or if there's some other person that have more question. And if you have
Uh,
never had if you have never had any lean canvas at the state today of your business, you can create one and start today, right? You can take
mm-hmm.
Tendency AI today and say, okay, this is our business today. This is the problem that we're solving. This is the solution that we have. This is our unique value proposition, our unfair advantage. This is our customer segment, the people that use our product. This is what we spend today as our cost structure. This is our revenue stream as of today. This is how we go meet our customers, right? You can see all of
Yeah,
this as of today, and you grow without document. So when you're going after 1 month, you can discover that, oh no, we figure out what our really unfair advantage is. So we're going to come and update it.
mm. Thank you so much. I understood very well. Because the link canvas should grow every time. Yeah, it means
Yeah,
that in the beginning maybe the key metric cannot be really defined, and maybe 1 month later you have some data to
yeah,
update on it. Thank you, sir.
yeah. So in the beginning, in the beginning, on your key metrics, what you can do is you can have an assumption. So you don't want to leave it empty, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. You want to have an assumption there on your key metrics.
All right.
So I'd like us to jump on this activity. And this activity is about the link canvas and is to use a worksheet provided or you have one. Work with your team to fill in each box. Focus on clarity, not perfection. And let's see what you can come out with. If you already have a link canvas, I'd like you to update it now to show us where you are. If you don't have one, I'd like you to create one now, and we're gonna have one or two people that can just present and show us their link canvas, and so that we can take the lessons all in. We'll give feedback, and then um, we can now on in the classroom we can now have like sessions where people would like me to look and review their lean Canva. We can jump on board and review and update and things like that, right? So that is what I want us to jump into right now. Except that you guys have questions. I don't know if um people need how do you call it, the lean Canva. I have my lean Canva on Milanote. You could also have you can go to Galvanizer, Lean Stack. Uh, sure that Lean Stack can give you a lean Canva, but you need something that is editable. Um, okay, let's see. One way also we can do is we can work on this. That I really love that people show me what they have as their lean Canva of their business. I guess that would be more practical. I'm going to take an easy one. Um, food delivery app, and I'm going to call it Foodie. All right, and this is week 1 of Foodie today, 03 of May 2025. Okay, okay. Based on our webinar today, we say that these are we have problem, solution, uh, problem, customer segment, unique value proposition, solution, channels, revenue. So we start in the middle, we go left, and then we go right. All right. So let's start from the problem. The link canvas say list top 1 to 3 problems of your customers or users. All right. Can somebody want to give me one? For food delivery app. We want to be a food delivery app. What's the problem?
I think the first problem is that people find it difficult um to get variety of foods from different restaurants in one place without having to get their phone numbers and stuff like that.
Okay. So all of what you said, I'm going to coin it difficulty to get variety of food. Uh, come again in one location.
Yes, from one single app.
Okay, from one single app. Difficulty to get variety of food from one single app. Okay, we need to coin that problem very well, right?
Yeah.
Um, is the problem difficulty uh, to get variety of food from one single app? It means that there are existing food delivery applications, and people find it difficult when they go on that food delivery application to get the variety of food that they need. Is that a problem?
Yes.
Or okay, um,
Like J4B has an app, I think 48, they might have one too, and some other local restaurants still don't have apps, but apps that like contain all of these different meals from all restaurants could be an issue.
okay. So you're saying now that okay, individual restaurants have their own apps, and if you go on that app, you can only order food from them. You cannot
Yes,
order food from another restaurant, so you don't have the variety of food in one app.
yes, that's it.
Okay, what about apps that have all the variety? Like in Douala, we have Gozem. I was there last week, and I actually ordered some shawarma, and it came and met me where I was. Seems to be really good. Ordered, they called me. I could trace my order until he came and met me. So the question is, how about those other apps that exist? So we need to nail the problem, all right? Okay. Then that's my reaction. Difficulty leaving the office during break time and finding. That's my message is now disappearing. Uh, okay, that's my say. Difficulty leaving the office during break time and finding the appropriate place for lunch. Okay. Um, that is a good way to coin that problem, right? Let me, so I'm going to leave the first one there and I'm going to take the second one. The second one is this target. So I'll try to put in a target there. So leaving the office means that you're an employee. Employees struggle to uh, get. And remember, you don't have to be perfect on the first go, right? Please for lunch. Okay. Difficulty in getting a variety of food from one single application, right? Employees struggle during break to find an appropriate place for lunch, right? Pelagie says difficulty getting food at all hours, late night meals. Okay. Especially in the night. Okay. Anyone more? We'll capture all the problems and we have to coin it into three, right? 1 to 3, not more than 1 to 3. If you're solving more than 1 to 3 problems, then you're solving too many problems. So we have to coin all of it into between 1 to 3 problems. So is there any more feedback? So I've seen issues about getting food late at night during odd hours. I have seen employees that struggle to get the appropriate place to get lunch, food. They waste a lot of hours that would have been concentrated to rest, work, and they'll put it in going to look for food to eat. Um, they might be crossing the road sometime going really far, which is dangerous um, for the employees. Probably not covered by the employer that they go out that time, and the employees on his own. We had the first one, which was difficulty in getting a variety of food from one single application, because restaurants have their own applications that serve their own menu. So then you have multiple applications available, which is not synchronized. Okay. Any more feedback?
Are we just to state like the customer's problem because the restaurants too are we are solving problems for them? Like, let's say small food businesses when they have the
Mhm,
problem that where not all businesses can create a mobile app. So most people
mhm,
create food businesses. They are forced to market only using WhatsApp status and telling people to repost flyers. So I think
mhm.
we're also solving the problem for businesses where we're helping small food businesses to gain exposure and sell to a global community.
Okay. I think that's a good one. Okay. Helping small food businesses to gain exposure and sell to a global community. Okay, now how do we do? So we have employees struggle during break to find food, difficulty in getting food at odd hours, helping small businesses to gain exposure and sell to global community. I'm thinking of removing this first one because it doesn't seem like really painful problem, right? Because I feel that there are also apps that are available that kind of like aggregates. So um, it doesn't seem to be a very painful problem, right? Yes, Cassie. So maybe we'll take that out and we leave one. Employees struggle during break to find an appropriate place for lunch. Two, difficulty getting food at all hours, especially in the night. Three, um, okay, Cassie, the way that we frame this one, it seems as if it's a solution, right? So we need to frame it as a problem. So you need to frame it as a problem. Small businesses struggle to Frame it, let's hear.
Small food businesses face it difficult to sell their products
Mhm.
since they are not able to reach a global audience. It's a good way to put it.
Sell their product because they are um, able to reach maybe see bigger communities, reach or put a global audience. And of course, we're not meant to be perfect right now. We can keep tweaking the words and making it better as the business grow, right? Audience. Okay. So employees struggle during break to find an appropriate place for lunch. Difficulty getting food at odd hours, especially in the night. Small food businesses face difficulty to sell their product because they are unable to reach global audience. Right? Okay. If you realize the problem shows directly the person that we're targeting, right? Here we have employees. Here we have small businesses. Pelagie, who do you think that face difficulty in getting food at odd hours? Is it students? Is it workers? Can you be able to identify the set of people that struggle with that?
Um, okay, sir. So I think that those that will face issues with late night meals will be students that study way too long
Okay.
late into the night,
Mhm.
and workers, because sometimes you have to retire from work so very
I
late,
think students
especially those people working.
struggle most and night workers as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Students. We have employees struggle during break to find an appropriate place for lunch. Students at night and night workers have students and night workers have difficulty getting food at all hours, especially um, especially at night. Small businesses, small food businesses face difficulties in selling their product because they are unable to reach a global audience. Okay, we have a TB problem. We can always modify that and make it better. Solution. What would be our solution?
I think the first one, employees who struggle to find food during break could just be a normal app that contains all of the restaurants in that area with their meals listed, and when you place an order, an agent can pick it up and deliver to them at their location without them needing to move.
A mobile app that aggregates mobile app for delivery food service. Okay. A mobile app that aggregates restaurant and different kinds of meals. Um, well, you don't need to look at your solution. Don't need to look at each problem as a whole. You have outlined the problem. The solution could be one solution that takes care of all of that, right? So if we have a mobile app that aggregates restaurant and different kinds of meals and menu and offer food delivery services, this takes care of everybody, right?
Yeah,
So whether you're ordering in the night, it's going to take care of you. Whether you're an employee during the day, it's going to take care of you. Okay, small businesses. Okay, we can. So if we aggregate restaurant, then you if you're a small business, then you have a page on our mobile app, or we can list your menu on our mobile app. That helps you to sell to a bigger audience, which are all the people that are connected to the mobile app, right? Do we want to do a design of a smooth and fast delivery network that ensures that food can get picked up and delivered in time to the respective people who made their order? The mobile app is not responsible for the delivery, right? The delivery is done by a network. The app has aggregation of the restaurants and everything. You can place your order, everything, it shows you everything. But how does the delivery happen? because it's part of the service. So, do we put together a delivery network that handles food pickup and delivery in time, securely and in time?
Yeah, I think that's even one of the problems too, the fact that people get delays doing delivery. So having a solution that delivers the food as fast as possible is a great solution, great part of the solution.
So, Desmond is talking about collaborating with delivery services or delivery network. Okay, part of your solution has to be um, to have a delivery service or network that ensures that food is picked up and delivered. And part of that could be a solid partnership, right? You should know that that is an assumption, because when you go on the field and you try to create yours and it's too expensive, then you might turn your attention to say, okay, we want to partner with existing delivery network. And sometimes you take existing delivery network and they are unreliable, and you come back and say, okay, we have money now, we're going to buy one bite that will be delivering our food, or we buy two bites that will be delivering our food. Depending on what you find on the ground while implementing your solution, you will have to decide how you want to go about it. As a food app, you will have to figure out delivery service and network, either by partnership or by creating one yourself. Okay, I think that those two solves. We have an app that have all the different facilities. You can pay, you can order, you can select, you can track, and then there's a service that delivers the food to where the order originated from. Okay. What is the unique value proposition of Foodie? Single, clear, compelling message that states why you are different and important. Who can help us with that?
I think unique value proposition could be that we offer variety of foods here, and we deliver at a very high speed, less than 20
Can
minutes.
you, so no matter the location, less than 20 minutes you deliver?
Yeah,
Okay. How do you plan to do that with traffic? Do you have like some air bikes that fly in the air and jump traffic to go deliver? How do you plan to do that? So we need to remember that our unique value proposition has to be something that we are capable of doing, right?
bikes. I think bikes can deliver in any traffic or no traffic.
Bikes can deliver in traffic or no
Deli-
traffic, okay? Okay.
It-
Somebody want to try? Somebody else want to try? Or Casey, you want to go again?
I want to try something. If
Yeah.
the value proposition,
Let's take
the
Casey.
value,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, the value proposition here can be maybe our network. If we have actually a distribution network who can deliver the food for us, I don't know, maybe it can be the unique value proposition.
Okay. So I'm going to join what you have said with what Casey have said and say, um, okay, a very strong delivery network that ensures food is delivered within 20 minutes for all orders. Does that combine what um, Casey is saying and what Terence is saying? Okay, let's leave that there as our universal proposition, and we need to keep refining that. Remember, this document is a living document, so it has to keep being refined as we go ahead. Okay. Um, Unfair advantage. List what you do that others can't buy or copy.
I don't know why that feels like the unique value proposition.
No, it doesn't feel like the unique
Like
value
your
proposition.
unique
The
value.
unique value proposition say a single, clear, compelling message that states why you are different and important. Right? Um, maybe we have to look at the unique value proposition and give a message, right? So this has to be a message. It has to be a single, clear, compelling message of Foodie Okay. And maybe the unfair advantage is what we have now put in the unit value proposition. Foodies save 1,000 hours every day of company working hours by making sure that employees always get food in time at their job places. So, our unique value proposition: foodies save 1,000 hours every day of company working hours by making sure ensuring employees always get food on time at their job places. Okay, we remember we can always make this better. All right. And our unfair advantage is that we have a very strong delivery network that ensures food is delivered within 20 minutes for all orders. And we know that nobody can copy that or buy it. How we have to do that, we have to figure it out. Who are our customers? Employees? Who else? We have some people here. Restaurants? Students? Who else? Employees, restaurants, students, families. Do families really order food like that? Okay. Who else? Okay, we can keep filling that as we discover new customer segment. What are our channels? How do we get to those customers? We can get to customer through restaurants, right? Restaurants can tell people through word of mouth that, or through giving them a flyer, that we now have an app that you can check our menu on and buy. There's ads, Facebook, Google, yes. Social media, Facebook, WhatsApp. Okay. What else? Flyers, billboards, referrals, events. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go to key metrics. List the number that demonstrate that you're making success. Outreach program. Number of orders per day. Yes, Cassie. What else? We have number of restaurants sign up per month. Number of restaurants subscribe. Okay. Number of daily users. Okay. What else? Okay. We can keep adding that. How do we make money? Number of customers that can trust us in coming back. App download number. Okay. App download number. Number of loyal customers or repeat customers. We can call them users, daily users. Okay. Revenue stream. How do we make money? Yes, we take a delivery fee. What else? Do we take a commission from sales from restaurant, subscription from restaurant, or commission? Commission or subscriptions? Do we plan to sell ad space on the mobile app? Ads for restaurant, okay. Ads for restaurant. Okay. Is there any other way that we make money? Company subscription plan for employees, okay. Subscription plan for employees. Okay. Any other way that we make money? Okay, we can keep updating that. Cost structure, what do we spend on? We spend on the delivery network, employee salary, um, app development and maintenance. Do we have office space, office equipment? Okay, so that is marketing and sales. Arts. Okay, what else? Okay, and we can keep updating this document. So remember, today, foodie, week 1, 3rd of May, this is what our Canva look like. One problem, employees struggle during break to find an appropriate place for lunch. 2, students and night workers have difficulty getting food at all hours, especially at night. 3, small food businesses face difficulty in selling their product because they are unable to reach a global audience. Our solution, a mobile app that aggregates restaurants and different kinds of meals and menus and offer food delivery service. A delivery service and network that ensures that food is picked up and delivered through creating one or partnering with existing ones. Our unique value proposition. Foodie save 1,000 hours of company working hours daily by ensuring that employees always get food on time and at their workplaces. Our unfair advantage, a very strong delivery network that ensures food is delivered within 20 minutes for all orders. Our customer segment, employees, restaurants, students, family. Channel and the way that we meet our customers. Restaurants, ads, Facebook, Google, social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, flyers, billboard, referrals, event, outreach programs. Our key matrices, and how we demonstrate success: number of orders per day, number of restaurants subscribed, number of daily users, app download number of loyal customers, as in repeat customers or daily users. Our revenue stream, we make money from delivery fees, commission or subscription, ads for restaurant, company subscription plans for employees. Cost structure, delivery network, employee salary, app development, maintenance, office space, office equipment, marketing and sales, ads, and partnership. So as at today, week 1, this is our lean Canva for foodie. And the goal is you take this lean Canva and this assumption, and you already start evaluating this assumption on the field. One, you need to go figure out if it's the real problem. If you see here, there are interview questions. You might want to talk to 1, 2, 3, 10 employees to figure out if they're actually facing this problem. You might want to talk to 1 to 10 students and night workers to figure out if they're actually facing this problem. And you might want to talk to 10, 20 restaurants to figure out if they're actually facing this problem and have your interview question just to give you feedback. You want to build your MVP of your app with the simple features: catalog, 2, 3, 4, 5 restaurant menus available. You can order, receive the order, pick the order, deliver, and you already start tracking your matrices. And a unique value proposition, you might want to talk to investors or people and run this by them to see if it is unique. Unfair advantage, you need to build this unfair advantage in such a way that you cannot be copied or bought. Companies, customer segment, you need to already start reaching out to these people and start closing deals. Channels, you need to set up a couple of these channels to start evaluating how they work to see if you're going to get customers. And you need to already start having revenue stream to make sure that this business is actually a business that is generating money, delivery fees, commission or subscription, ads for restaurant, company subscription plans, and all of that. So you need to look like maybe get 20 companies to get subscription plan for their employees. Cost structure, you need to really start budgeting to spending money in this thing. And as everything change on this dashboard, or as some things change, you have to update them and you label your lean canvas week 2 as you change them. So we've just had a practical session of how you sit down with your team or alone if you're a one-man company or one-man startup, or you are with your team, and how you feel the lean canva. And this lean canva is a living document, right? The lean canva is a living document. You have to continue to iterate and test all those assumptions. And assumptions that are not working, you change them.